people like Leonardo DiCaprio play poker, Matt Damon playing poker, but he didn't put €1 million chips, he put €1 million in cash. 2021, I won 3.3 million in 1 year.
The algorithm knows my sexual preferences.
What is the best way to get very good closers?
Number one, always be hiring.
Chess, gaming, those things could be like an extra activity of school.
One of the biggest lessons that I've learned from Owen Cook was, yo,
Max.
Yo.
What's up?
Thanks for coming. You just literally made it from the north of Cyprus to the south to be on this podcast and to have a lot of coffee with me. So I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Sean.
You are a very legendary poker person. You are an international and French public person. You've done a lot of cool stuff in your life, man. And how do you, when people ask you what do you tell them?
Nowadays, I'm a poker player, YouTuber, and entrepreneur online, and investor.
Nice. What did you invest in?
SP 500. I used to invest and to be deep in crypto. I sold mostly in 2021, but also recently the rest. So I invest now in SP 500, gold, and real estate.
Gold, my man. I bought a ton. Like the first money I made, I invested in gold. I still have it. Like back in 2014, 15.
It's quite safe.
Yeah, and it just rose again. I think for like $20 or something like that.
It's going up now. It's over 2K at the moment where I speak.
Yeah, nice. Peter Schiff would be proud of us.
Yeah. There would be no Bitcoin, but gold is the real Bitcoin.
Peter Schiff is the best.
Yeah,
and we have the same wallet. Did you see that? We have the same wallet, man. Wallet buddies, man.
Wallet.
Let's go.
We just realized this today.
Look at this.
After... It's crazy.
Although yours, what do you have in there, man? You got like a chunk of cards.
I have a lot of cards. You know, you travel a lot like me. It's useful, and that's a good tip for your viewers to have many credit cards because you never know. You are on a date, you are on a restaurant.
True.
Some credit card doesn't work because you are in another country, whatever. You don't feel ashamed, you know. You can just.
So true. I've had a funny situation, and because you talked about Belgrade earlier before we started, and I was there, and I stayed at a really nice hotel, and they had a sick rooftop bar, steakhouse in there, shisha, cigars, and that's what I like about places that are kind of outside of regular Europe. You just smoke a cigar in the restaurant, you know.
That's amazing.
It was so good, and we had this really cool waiter. He was like, you could tell he's such a professional guy at what he does. And he was really cool the whole evening. We were there for like 3 hours just feasting, dessert and all that. And then at the end, I paid, and I want to give him 15% tip, you know. Mm-hmm. But I miscalculated the currency, and I gave him 1.5%, you know. And he was all nice the whole time. He was a big guy. And then at the end, I give him the tip, and and I was just about to leave, and he pulls me to the side. He's like, I saw the tip you give me. Don't insult me, brother. And I'm like, what happened? I gave 15%. He's like, you gave me 1.5. Don't insult me. And I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm such an idiot.
Don't insult me.
He was such a huge guy, and I'm like, he's gonna beat me up. I gave him an accidental 1.5%. So yeah, that was that. So anyways, you've had a poker tournament in the north.
Yeah.
And how was it, man?
For me, I just lost. I lost around 40K this week, but yeah.
You're looking good, man. You have good vibes, man. I guess
it doesn't for someone who lost 40K, but I still lost 40K in 1 week. Sometimes, you know, in poker, it's one of the only competition sport kind of where even if you are good at it, you have like losing streaks that can be long.
Yeah.
It can be like months.
Yeah.
Especially in live poker. And nowadays I don't play like online poker and stuff. So live poker, you are dependent of a lot of your cards, you know. If you have bad cards, you're not going to make it that week. However, on the long run,
you're always going to as long as you play mathematically.
As long as you play good and better than the other players, the average player of your table, you're going to make a profit on the long run.
Yeah, so that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. So when I have a little bit of a poker history from like back in the days when like before I started my first business, before I got into this coaching. For me, it was this vehicle of like I can do this online. Yeah. And with poker, I have this great opportunity to just travel around the world. Basically what you're doing right now, right? Because I'm like, if I play online poker, I can live in the States if I want to and all that jazz. So But the thing with online poker is you just have much more volume. I remember the guy that taught me, one of my best friends now, Andre NC, he would just play 12 tables at the same time, right? So just like you said, like if you have a downswing, as long as you keep playing mathematically correct, it will eventually turn into an upswing again. But if you play in person, you can only play one table at the same time. So your downswings must be much longer than as if you play 12 tables at the same time.
Exactly. That's one crucial part. Also, one table online is you make 3.5 times more hands than on one table live. So when your friend is playing 12 table online, he's not making 12 times more hands. He's making 36 or 40 times more hands than in one table. That's the real difference.
Yeah.
So let's catch your audience directly, because if they think we're going to speak only about poker, they are wrong, because I'm also deep in the coaching industry because I have the first website in France for poker, teaching poker. About
what's the website?
Pokerpro.fr.
Okay.
So we teach people how to play poker. So we have online courses, the same kind of online courses that you can find in different industry. So I'm also deep in web marketing and in investment in general manner. So just to say you guys that we are not going to speak only about poker if you don't care about poker. But we do. We're going to speak about crazy story in poker if you want to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so by the way, for poker, I'm glad that you had this experience, because the fact that you know poker and that we had this little speak before when we had lunch, I realized that you know poker pretty well. So when I realized that, I was like, okay, this guy understands exactly what I'm doing, because he had this friend that was a pro and that is still a pro nowadays. I don't know. Your friend is still a pro?
Yeah, he's still playing, yeah.
So you understand totally, and you had like a short... How long was your poker experience? Like 6 months? Or?
I think about a year or so.
Okay.
But in that, I literally played 8 hours a day. So I had an 8-hour block to either play or do theory.
Did you make money?
A little bit. Towards the end, I started. So my friend back then who taught me, it was a funny story because he was my very first client.
Okay.
And at first he paid me like 90 euros an hour a day for me to teach him the personal development and social dynamics, dating stuff, right? So I have to message my closer here right now that
sure
is all good. Yeah, he's asking me for some info. So here's the thing. He first paid me, and then I was like, and we were just walking down the street, and I'm like, what do you do for a living? And you're like my age, you can keep paying me like 150 euros a day. For me, that was a lot of money back then. And he's like, oh, I play poker. And I'm like, you play poker? And I'm like, the usual things like, isn't that gambling? And da-da-da. And he's like, no, it's just mathematics, man. And I'm like, how much you making there? He's like, oh, last year I made 2 million profit. And I'm like,
he made 2 million profit in 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a crusher.
Yeah, he was
like
that.
Those are the highest number.
He was supernova elite in poker stars.
Yeah, back in the days.
Yeah, he had the sweater and everything, And I'm like, 200 million. You're like my age. And he started when he was 16. He just finished his.
That's why you realize you were not pricing him right.
Exactly. and then I go to sleep, right? And in my sleep, I'm like, poker. He's traveling the world.
He's making
How do
2
I do
million.
it? So I'm like, next morning I call him. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna charge you anymore. I teach you social dynamics. You teach me poker. We're gonna go out every single day. You're gonna be my personal wingman. I'm gonna help you just crush. But you teach me your knowledge. He's like, okay. So and that's how I
smart.
Yeah.
That was smart. How come you gave up?
Huh? Oh, so here's the thing. So it's like he's like, okay, start with the sit and go tournaments on Poker Stars. They were like 10 cents, 5 or 10 cents.
Sure. He was right.
So I start because you start not losing any money,
of
right?
Course.
So you get a 10 euro sign up bonus, and I basically played that, and then I worked myself all the way up to like I think €1 buy-ins.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, I started making like $25 profit a day, which for me was a lot of money. As a student, I'm like, $25 a day. Like I could slowly start living off that. But then I just got I got the opportunity to work for free as an assistant for Owen.
Oh, that was that moment.
That was literally, I was full on deep, and all I did was gym, poker, and going out.
It was
to
so
work on my social skills.
Maybe I was really close.
Pro. I was really close.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, come to Miami, da-da-da. And then I'm like, all right, this is more important.
Bro,
like,
life is
exactly
crazy. You end up being a social coach, one of the best in the world. And you could have been one of the best poker players in the world also. But it's a book where you have like one career, two career.
Yeah, it was one Skype phone call that decided it all. And
That's
they said,
so crazy.
hey, they called me on Skype. I still have the video somewhere on my old phone. where I got the call from Papa, from
I know.
Nick Coe.
Nick in the
Shout out Nick Coe, you're the man. And I was on Skype, and his little Skype, that was before he could do video calls properly because the internet was too slow, so he just did audio Skype. But he had his little photo of him, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm talking to Papa, from the book.
From the game.
Yeah. And right next to me was Andre NC, my poker coach, playing poker. He was just grinding 12 tables at once, and I had the Skype call, and they're like, so you're going to come to Miami? And I'm like, when? Next season, next year? And they're like, oh, tomorrow, So I'm like, and I had that on video, and I couldn't believe it. And that was the phone call or the Skype call that changed it all for me. And then I said, give me 2 weeks to quit my school, to quit my apartment, to ask my parents for money, and then I'll be there. And 2 weeks later, I was in Miami, and just unpaid, slept on the floor, had no money.
But that was such that was such the right choice, because after like few months you became one of the biggest in RSD.
Yeah, it was really, really crazy. And then I've always kind of had a neck for poker players, and you know why? Because you guys are mentally so strong. Because like you said, like, oh, I just lost 40K, but you're joking around, you're having a good fucking time. It doesn't phase you. And I noticed this with Andre back then as well. He was one of my first clients. And, usually when you as a young guy, like, you talk to a girl and, she doesn't reply back to you, or you have a bad evening where no matter who you talk to, they don't like you, none of your jokes are funny. It really bothers people. But with Andre, the poker player, he never gave a damn. He was always kind of stoic. He was always in a good mood, no matter what happened. And then when I started playing more and more poker, I was also kind of getting affected. Like, I would have, for example, a good hand, but then some fish on the table would just bet all the way through, have a shitty hand, but then, on the river he would hit something, and I'm like, God damn it, but you tilt very easily. And it would literally happen to me that, like, at the beginning of playing poker, I tilted in the evening, and, like, all night I was in a shit mood, just because I lost a couple hands. And then over time, I got so okay with that.
Used it.
Yeah, I was literally like, oh, it doesn't bother me anymore. And that's where I also see in, like, so many poker players, like, you guys are mentally so strong because okay, I might have lost whatever 50, 40K right now, but in the long run, it's going to even out and I'll make profit anyways. And not being subjected to these mood swings is a really, really strong skill. And that's why I admire in guys like you, because you guys just like, fuck it, I do what I gotta do,
And it helps a lot in business also.
Yeah, 100%.
So what I learned from poker helped me in business, but also in game, in dating. We can speak about any areas actually, because we have so much in common with the fact that you played poker, but also that the fact that you were into games since the early age. And me too, I start reading the game at age 17, and we are same age, so you and me. So it's very fun, because the past that we had, and now we are doing, like, you have this coaching activity, which is huge, and you are one of the best coaches that I know actually online, and I know most of the coach on different industry, and I have this coaching business. So I think there is like similarities by the fact that we were interested in the same subject, and then we end up doing the same kind of business. I also think that many of your viewers have the same path with maybe some strategic game. It can be either e-sport,
Yeah.
E-sport, many people play e-sport. I was playing e-sport, I was playing chess, I was playing Warhammer, Magic cards.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were playing some e-sport also.
Yeah, Counter-Strike. A lot of Counter-Strike back then, 1.5, 1.6, and the Counter-Strike Source.
1.6 was the most famous back in the days. Source also was very big. I was playing Dawn of War. I don't know if you know Dawn of War.
Yeah.
I've
never played it myself. No shit.
Yeah, it was like WCG, World Cyber Game and stuff. Yeah, it was like top 5 in the world.
Holy shit.
So online, on the ladder. Yeah, I was 16 at the time. And before I was deep in chess. When I was from 5 years old to 10 years old, I was deep in chess, and I was like making competition in France in chess. Because I'm French, guys, if you didn't notice my accent. Was good up.
Yeah.
German was my first language in school, that I told you that.
That's right.
I forgot most of it, but yeah. You spoke French also in school?
Like 4 years, can't remember anything.
No,
Je ne parle pas français.
Tu ne parles pas français? Si, ça va. I'm
Salut, ça va, that's all I can know.
Salut, ça va? Mir geht's gut.
Here's the thing, because you mentioned the esports thing.
Yeah.
Same there. Like, when I know someone comes from competitive gaming and actually did it properly, not just some guy who just played, but like did it on a high level, instant more respect. And it's so funny. I can say it here on the podcast. One of our coaches, that is, one of the coaches within our program that helps our clients, He came from professional, I think, League of Legends.
Yeah.
He literally was a professional gamer for like 8-9 years, and then was like, I don't want to do it anymore, right? So he applied to become a coach. And don't get me wrong, all I read in his CV was like professional gamer, 8 years. I didn't even read the rest of the CV. I'm like, I like that guy. Let's hire him. And he crushed it right away. He's one of the best coaches in our program.
Nice.
Absolutely crushes it. Super duper hardworking. Extremely competent. Quick to think. He has the thinking, where like you can tell him something and he thinks with you. And he's like, okay, I'll do this. What about that? And he's just reliable. Always communicates. And I've had this with every single professional gamer that I've ever met. It's such a valuable skill. I don't know what it is in gaming that makes you good at everything else, but it's like the grind aspect, the tilt aspect.
It should be added in school, like it's almost the case. Not almost. I think chess, gaming, those things could be like an extra activity of school, and in school they don't propose those things, and that
not yet.
That definitely I can tell that people who had a career in gaming or like. They are like so good at taking decision, so quick at taking decision, because you keep training that muscle to take quick and efficient decision, better decision than someone else.
Yeah.
So when you have like a limited amount of time, and in real life, that's what business is and life is. You have to take decision all the time, and the quality of your decision will decide the money that you're gonna make. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you take poor decision, you're gonna make poor money.
100%.
If you take super good decision, you're gonna make super good money. So the amount of decision that you're gonna take per day will decide the money that you're gonna make. And that's why I think I know how to make money, and that money doesn't excite me at a super high point. It's not that I don't respect money, but it's not that I over respect it also. I'm quite indifferent about it, not hating it, not loving it. And usually you can tell that people who don't manage to make money are people who are loving it too much. They are like seeing it as something insane, It's just point in a video game. It's just money is just point in a video game.
Yeah.
You use that to get more freedom, to get more business, to get more social interaction also. It's just you use that to get better comfort.
Yeah. It's just it's funny that you said like it's just like points in a video game. That's exactly how I felt as well.
Yeah.
There was a transition in my life where I'd built the first business. I don't even think I've made my first million at that point, but it was I would wake up every morning and I would see, the subscribers on my YouTube channel going up, Instagram going up. I would see the money in my bank account, like overnight, some more money came in, and I'm like, this literally feels like the type of video games that I used to play, like you check on the video game, oh cool, like whatever, you built a city builder game, like, oh cool, the thing is built now, right? Or like, oh cool, I progressed here, I leveled up. And I'm like, this feels so much like a video game, like experience points, level ups, but it's real life money. I'm like, oh shit, I can actually do stuff with this, right? I can take this money, I can pay my parents a nice vacation, right? I can fly somewhere. And I'm like, that's really cool because it feels like a video game, but I can do even more with it than just the fake points in a video game. So that was really cool. One question that I wanted to ask you, because it kind of became a running joke on your Instagram, where you wore your sunglasses and you're like, I hope people can't see my cards through my sunglasses. But they can totally see them. So do you wear them in the game actually?
Yeah, I wear them in the game. I don't think they can see them.
You can see it on the photos. You can see the reflection of your cards.
There is fucking reflection, but so I'm not. So it's difficult because I'm not wearing sunglasses since long time. I'm wearing those sunglasses for 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
So I didn't experiment too much, but I think they cannot see them. But I'm still not sure, So I keep saying it on my Instagram story. I hope they can't see my cards, And I keep looking at my cards on the side, and not like directly like that, because it would be horrible. There is this meme of Kim Kardashian on Twitter,
where she's wearing
playing poker and wearing glasses that are reflectable, and you can literally see what she has.
It's so funny.
And I like Instagram stories so much that's addictive. Like, let's speak about that. But how can, like, I stopped 6 months. So from January to June, I quit all social media. I delete the apps of my phone.
Yeah.
Because I said too much. I was checking my time spent on Instagram and Twitter. That was around something like 13 hours per day.
Fuck.
I don't know how I do that. It means that I'm always on it. So literally, I decide from one day to the other to delete the apps.
Yeah.
Not to delete my accounts, but to delete the apps.
Yeah.
And I didn't took any one of my team to control the apps. So literally, guys, I'm gonna leave for 6 months. I'm not gonna post anything. That's what I did from January to June. However, it was a 6-month challenge. I managed it. It was very difficult at the beginning too. Very strange. My life felt empty. Like literally.
You probably looked at your phone. You tried to find the app, and it wasn't there.
I had only WhatsApp. I had bad thoughts because I was thinking. Probably the lack of dopamine that I was not getting anymore. I was not getting that dopamine anymore. So I was starting to think about bad things. I was like, this has no point. Why? What I do today? It's crazy. It makes you feel so good actually to just scroll and click that you forget to take action for your life, and that's terrible. When you remove it, it's like a drug that you don't have anymore. First 2 months, very strange life. Then amazing. I felt way better. Last 4 months, amazing. However, it was a 6-month challenge. I start again, and it's again like before. I'm using it 13 hours per day. So I don't know. Maybe I should. Honestly, my sales regarding my coaching side didn't change during the period where I was not using. So I was thinking it's not even helpful for my sales. You know, like I'm not communicating about my site or stuff. I'm just putting content out there. It's not like that helping. Maybe YouTube. My editors continue to post the videos and film me.
Yeah, same.
Most important was that actually the Instagram stuff, the Twitter stuff doesn't change much.
Damn, I should test that too and see if it does a difference for me.
I'm sure, especially you because you are a hard worker. So
Yeah. I know I spend like 2 to 3 hours a day on it, which is okay, and it's mostly posting.
So that's okay.
So for example, yesterday I did a Q&A thing. And it took me an hour to go through all the questions. And then I still had more questions left. It was literally a freaking hour. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably what the 3 hours a day come in. So I'm thinking, it's on my mind as well, where I'm like, there's got to be a way where I can fully leverage it. So for example, YouTube and Max Tornow Business, I'm not involved in the posting except for stories. So it's just like I speak into the camera with the reels. Reels get edited and then they get published like a couple of weeks later. So I'm not involved in that at all. But stories is still something I do myself. What I've done there, what really helped is instead of filming something, posting it, I just film something and just have it on my phone. And then in the evening, when the previous story is over, because it's only for 24 hours, then I just take all the stories, like 4 or 5 stories that I shot during the day, and then I upload them all at once.
Okay, there is one thing that I like about that is the fact that the algorithm likes that you wait the full story to be gone.
Exactly.
I noticed the increase of so I have good numbers for I have 80K on Instagram and my stories make between 10K and peaks to 25K.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, but average they stay around 14.
Yeah, that's amazing for your engagement. That's for really,
I have really good because I do myself and they see that I'm loving it. You know.
Yeah.
And the point is, it takes so much time. I'm not sure it helps my sales because when I compare during the 6 months, to be honest, there was no difference. No difference. And the most painful thing is me posting stories is maybe 5% of the time that I spend on Instagram. The rest is 95% scrolling and consuming the shit of other people.
Yeah.
Because you are on the app.
Yeah.
So you are on the app and you get that shot of dopamine.
Yeah.
You start clicking to see what this girl do, what your friend do, what your girlfriend is doing, and at the end of the day, you just realize that you spend 13 hours. And Twitter is the shit also. It's my favorite social media to consume.
Yeah.
And I will check what happened in the world. It's like another way to watch news.
Yeah.
I'm not watching news, but I'm watching Twitter. So it's kind of the same shit, you know, watching, how is doing this investment, how is doing this thing, Twitter, what jokes they are making about that. I'm consuming too much compared to posting. At the end of the day, I'm not... the plus and minus balance, I think it's a minus.
Yeah,
and
probably.
If you do that experience, it's an A/B. You should see it as a A/B testing. It's a A/B testing. You test it without and with, and you see what is the difference, bro.
Yeah, because I'm also thinking like, I've already completely outsourced the posting part, except for the stories anyways. So what am I doing on there? Yeah. And I could literally have an assistant of mine just I give her the logins and just be like, watch all the stories and then send me a report, like who is where, because there is an argument for it's good to know where somebody is, right? Like you messaged me or I saw your stories. I'm like, holy shit, you're in Cyprus, right? And then we messaged back and forth and now you're here. That would have never happened if we hadn't consumed each other's stories.
That's so true.
So if I have an assistant just being like, here's a summary, like this person is here, that person is there, then I wouldn't have to watch the stories. I'm not missing anything, right?
That's so interesting because that's one of the reasons I keep staying on Instagram is because I want to see who is where to network.
Exactly.
But if you can outsource this because your assistant knows that there is this 20 people target list that she needs to update you on.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is, bro, you're the genius.
Just give me a report,
This piece of advice, guys, is all the podcast. Bro, I didn't even think to outsource that thing. I thought about outsourcing my stories, which is very simple, actually. You just take your 5 stories per day or 10 stories
You
per
send
day.
them over, they make the
WhatsApp.
caption, they tag it and shit. Yeah, done.
You send them over WhatsApp to your assistant, she upload them.
Yeah.
You don't need to have the app.
Yeah, that's what
because it's like the Tony Montana say in Scarface, you don't have to consume your shit, okay? So never took your own shit.
Never. It's like the drug dealer doesn't take their own drugs.
Exactly.
They just sell it.
If you are like this kind of coach and you are selling like even high value content, don't take the Instagram content of other people because you're gonna stay so much time on it and not be productive for your business. So maybe you should just delete all those apps from your phone. Outsource with someone of your team, even if it's just your girlfriend, a friend, someone that is not you. Because you on your phone needs to have the cleanest phone possible.
Yes.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
And I say that and I have Instagram and Twitter. So I need to change myself. However, I think it's a key. It's a key point.
You got to be smart about it, and I think we don't have enough experience with it yet because these algorithms are so powerful. Yeah, exactly. Because back in the days, if you remember, you've been on Instagram for a long time. Back in the days, the algorithms would literally just be chronological. So you would go on your feed, and then you would see the oldest post of someone that you follow, and so on and so forth. Then the algorithms gave you a curated feed. It's called a curated feed, which means the algorithm is now like, okay, here's all the posts that happened since the last time you looked at your feed. Here's the one that is most likely to be interesting for you first. Here's the one that's most likely to keep you on the app second. Here's the most likely to keep you on the app a third, and so on and so forth. So the algorithm literally manipulates you in a way so that you stay on the app as long as possible because that's how they make money. The longer you're on there, the more ads you consume and so on and so forth. Then they started saying, well, hold on a second. It's great and all if we have a curated feed for everybody that you follow. Let's add this one thing where you can see content of people that you don't follow. Right? You remember it came like 2 years ago or something where you just all of a sudden on your feed you get stuff from people or accounts that you don't follow. Right? It's like oh, holy shit, but it's like Metallica. I'm a Metallica fan. Wow, I haven't seen this fucking live clip. So now you're watching this. You scroll down a little bit. Now there's
Metallica too. Huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just say hell yeah, bro.
And here's the crazy thing. Here's even Fade to Black, great song. Here's the craziest thing. The algorithm knows literally my sexual preferences. Because it shows me the exact type of women that I find attractive.
Okay, let's do.
So you're literally like so. But imagine how crazy this is. Yeah. You have watches as well.
I have watches as well.
I also have watches.
Okay, let's show to the camera.
I have watches. I have Formula One. I have Metallica, and I have beautiful women.
Okay. So I click on my. You should test at home.
I also have snowboarding and skiing. You see, it knows what I'm into. If I just go on my explore page.
No, but they go very far because they show you the type of woman, but nationality also.
Exactly.
For example, they know I like Serbian girl or Eastern country girl. They would show me Eastern country girl, and not like just beautiful girl model from another country.
Exactly.
They are very specific.
And that is, if you think about that, like that is so crazy. It knows it almost better than you can articulate it. You know what I mean? Like if someone would ask me, hey, what kind of women do you find attractive? I would say, slender, beautiful long hair, Scandinavian, Eastern European, right? It's just like my girlfriend. But the algorithm probably knows it with even greater detail because it's just mathematics. It's like, okay, what pictures has this profile hovered over? What pictures has this profile liked and looked at? And then it just gathers data every single day, and after a couple weeks, the algorithm knows exactly what you're into, and then it shows you that. But not just with the opposite sex. It shows you Formula One. It knows exactly what drivers do I find cooler than the others. It shows me the exact music that I like. It knows everything,
bro. It even know who you break up with, because
Exactly.
when you go on your feed, not on your feed, but then when you go on your research bar,
Yeah.
and you unfollowed that person because you are not together anymore, whatever, it keep proposing her name when you start typing just a letter that is in her name, kind of.
Yeah.
Because he knows that you will be triggered by that and you will want to see what she became. And I'm sure they know who you are like cheating with. If you are cheating on your girlfriend, they know, and they will propose you that person. Because, one day, I remember something. That was crazy. He proposed me a girl. He proposed me in my feed a girl. I'm like, I know this face. I see this girl somewhere. I don't know where, but I know this face. And I saw her one time, second time, third time. But I don't follow this girl. Why it keep proposing me this girl? But where did I meet this girl? And I realized, bro, it was the ex-girlfriend of one poker player I know. And I met her with him, actually, at a poker table. So probably the phone knows.
You're close to each other. We were
close at some point to each other with the phone.
Yeah.
She's the ex of someone I follow on Instagram. Now she's not with him anymore. She's a potential match for me.
Oh my God.
That they go so far. And we start speaking on Instagram. Nothing happened, but we start speaking because the feed was presenting me to her.
Oh my God.
And her to me.
Yeah.
And we didn't know each other. We just met one time. We didn't speak. We didn't even speak together, So it's not Tinder, bro, but it became like it. It's even more powerful than Tinder because it will go sneaky to propose you the girlfriend of a guy a colleague from your job. So that's so crazy. Also, they know how long time. If you stay 10 seconds on one picture, he knows that
you don't have to like it. You don't have to comment on it. It just knows you're staying on that picture.
Exactly.
It's not dumb, right? Because we're like, well, if I don't like it, the algorithm doesn't know. Algorithm isn't stupid, man. It knows exactly you're staying on a freaking picture. And the most bizarre thing about that is it's a machine. That's what you can never forget that. It's not a person who's like, oh, look who's single now, bro. Yeah. It's a machine. AI. It's like, okay, here's this person, here's this girl. This girl, we know that this person's sexual preference is exactly this type of girl. Let's show him this. It's a machine that dictates how you feel, who you mate with, who you're friends with, who you meet, what you want to eat. It predicts everything just based on pure mathematical algorithms. And that is freaking crazy.
And that's where it's similar to poker. Because when you see the solving of poker, I don't know if your friend introduced you to that. I think no, because 2013, the solvers in poker were not existing yet.
What is that, solvers?
It's the AI of poker. It exists since 2015.
No way.
It's basically, imagine the same shit, where basically there is bridges between people. And there is, for example, you, Max, your previous girlfriend, your previous friends, your actual friends and everything. And there is like some lines between the connection that this person knows this person. Imagine some crazy algorithm like around your life, okay? That you were close to become a pro in poker, but that call make you switch to coaching. Dating coaching make you switch to the owning a business about coaching, but helping people to coach and everything. Imagine this is your life. This is the solving of your life, okay? And you can expect the future of what you're mostly gonna do after that, because of those lines. And there is the same in poker. Because of that flop and that decision that you took pre-flop, there is only this range of hands in your range. So you have those hands, and you need to bet that sizing because those hands will benefit of that sizing at that moment. So there is the solving, basically the best answers for every type of flop, turn, river, and situation. So you can review your hand in those solver and have the answer. Nowadays, every poker player have those things in their phone.
Yeah.
And in few clicks, they can verify what was the best options for their hands. Before, when you used to we learned poker through books.
Yeah. That's how I learned it. Yeah.
Yeah, we read fucking books. Then we watch coaching videos.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a bit better than book because this is like people professional explaining you how they play, showing you their screen, showing you how they play. Now, it's 50% through the solvers because they will give you the exact answers.
Are you allowed to use that while you're playing or
No.
just in retrospection?
Retrospection.
Well, what if I play this thing online on my computer?
Many
I just
people
have
cheat.
the thing on my freaking phone. Nobody knows.
They do.
How do they know?
No, they don't know, but people cheat. That's the problem.
Damn.
Online, I don't play online. One of the reasons is because it's been many years that people cheat.
I mean, you literally just have it on your phone or on another device next to you. They don't know.
Exactly. They create virtual machine in their computer to cheat. So they will create a computer in the computer, so they don't know that they are using that in the real time.
Yeah, so...
It's called RTA, real-time assistance.
Damn. And there's no way you could tell if you just have it on a different
No,
device.
if they do it good, no. They don't discover those people.
I mean, so basically everybody does it.
It's
probably.
report. No, because there is reporting. So other players will report you. And
How
should.
do they report you when you're too good?
Yeah.
Or
You make things that are like only the machine can do. Like you make things too many times like the machine.
Yeah. So you have to play shitty cards a couple times just so they don't notice.
Those players that cheat and that cheat good do that exactly. And that's really bad. And so that's why I think the game has future in live, and I think online it will be dead one day.
Damn.
And it's been since 2015 that those software exist.
Yeah.
We are in 2024.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, here's so you started playing online when you started getting into poker.
No, I start playing live and then online. 1 year after playing live.
So you started live, then you got into online, and then you went back to live.
Live, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you told me a couple things earlier, so because like last time I played poker online must have literally been, I think it was literally the day I got that Skype call.
Fuck.
It was literally, and I'm like, I'll play
though.
while I'm assisting. You know, I'll have time. No, I had zero time. Right? I was going
Poker
all
is
in.
dedication also.
So
if you want to
I
be-
haven't touched.
Yeah.
I haven't logged in since then. I played, I think, 2-3 times live with friends, just at home, you know, with like chips or whatever. Everybody threw $20
Yeah, I
in,
know.
and then whoever won got the thing. But other than that, I've never
You
played
have good
it.
vibe when you play sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I
love
think
it.
it's fucking interesting.
It's
I got
fucking interesting.
super addicted when I played it live a couple times. It was at a party actually, at a big party. And some guy was super drunk and he played so loose, and I'm like, you motherfucking fish, I'm gonna go get you. But then he kept winning, this motherfucker. I was so mad. I was like,
Yeah, it happens
because he
sometimes.
played like an idiot.
On the
like
long run, you will take him,
exactly.
right?
He played like a complete idiot.
In
right?
one
And
game, he can win. Yeah.
Exactly, and he kept winning.
Yeah.
So I really like it. I actually want to pick it up at some point again. But you know, my thing is
yeah,
like
one day
I
we
get.
should play.
Yeah, I'd be
With
super.
people.
down.
Yeah.
I'd be
No,
super
I'm
down.
not gonna take your money. Don't worry. I'm not.
We'll see about
we're gonna pay €5.
yeah.
Just we're gonna play with people, or with girls. We can do strip poker.
We're gonna tell him. Oh, it's just my friend from France. We're not gonna tell him that you're like one of the top guys.
We're gonna play strip poker, and I'm gonna wear only one shirt. Yeah. So I am literally one blind.
And they're like, "Hey, your friend. What does your friend do for a living?" I don't know, some online stuff.
Why your friend is already naked?
So what I was trying to say is, walk me through what has happened. So last time I played was like 2013, and then I know from my friend Andre, at some point China got into it. China was allowed to play or
They are
something
not
like
allowed,
that.
but they many players play without being allowed. In
But
China,
then
it's not
but
allowed.
then I think it was or there was a loophole or something for like half a year. So then he started playing against people in China, and they were all dumb. So he kept winning
So
because
those
they all
are
had just a
apps.
ton of money.
Yeah, those are apps, especially during COVID.
Exactly.
People were not playing in real life anymore because COVID hits, and
Yeah.
poker is the worst thing for that. so basically, you will see like crazy games on application, where people download those apps on just Apple Store,
Yeah.
play fake chips, but there is an agent behind
Oh.
that take the crypto
Yeah.
and
Oh.
basically make the bank. And pay the people after it if you don't get scammed, of course. So there will be like trust, and people will play on Play Money Store, like you literally play on fake app, but like the money you are playing is actually real.
Oh my god.
Because some agent is behind backing it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was okay? So
It exists still.
again, like walk me through. So 2013, I stopped playing poker, and then but back then it was really big. Like Poker Stars online, all that was really big. But then you said earlier that it just gets more and more difficult because all these kids just get better and better.
Yeah,
and I see that with like online video games. Like I'm like, this Call of Duty thing seems to be interesting, so I download it. I played for like 10 minutes. I don't even know where the hell I am. I'm literally like my dad when I showed him the video games like in the 90s.
Exactly.
Where's up and down? You know, I'm looking at the wall. What? I'm like, turn around. You know, that's how I felt. I just kept dying because some 13-year-old kid would just kill me.
Too good. So you shoot one guy, he shoots you 10 times.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's the same for poker, you think?
So the good thing with poker is you can really choose your level. You can play little buy-in, like €5, €10, and you still find many fish, many people that doesn't know the game. However, when you play big money, yes, the answer is yes. If you play big money online, you're gonna be against the crusher and you're gonna get crushed. However, if you want to play big money somehow in poker, you need to find good games live. So what does that mean? You need to find entrepreneur and businessman, and that's the trick. That doesn't play poker for a living, that they like poker a lot,
and they have money that they want.
And they have money and they want to play, and they want to network with it because it's a good. We were speaking about podcasts. Our podcasts are good for networking.
Yeah,
super good.
Yeah,
you can literally we network now because of this podcast. We never met before.
Yep.
I know you from internet for 15 years. I know Owen in person, but I didn't know you. Now because of this excuse of the podcast, we are networking. Same with the poker. I'm networking with people that are not in poker industry, DJs, like Steve Aoki has his own game in Las Vegas. He has his own private game.
I had no idea.
Who else? You would have like people like Leonardo DiCaprio play poker. There is Matt Damon playing poker. There is like so many names, but they don't come quick now. Those people network through poker. Also, less famous people that are not like worldwide famous. What happens when you play against those? They can lose 10K, 50K, 100K in one night because they don't care too much. They want to have fun. For them, 50K is like for you maybe 1K. So it's just chill. So what I did, I built this game. That is called Yo Viral's Game. That has my nickname, and I host those games in casinos. So the trust is there. Casinos are safe. Casinos are like running the game.
Yeah.
And it's streamed on my channel, YouTube and Twitch. So we're gonna have like the live streaming of the game with 30 minutes delay for security reason. You're gonna see the all cards, so it's a good show for my follower. Good to promote my website, pokerpro.fr, and also good for me because I'm gonna play against businessmen. But it's not only good for me; it's good for the businessmen themselves because I invite businessmen. They play against each other. Some win, some lose, but it's not like one winner in a game. There is like 3-4 winner, 3-4 loser, and here we have a game. So my game is soft, and it's probably one of the softest game in the whole world in poker.
What does soft mean?
Soft, it means easy. The opponents are not pros. Are not. Usually, when you play 10K euro minimum buy-in, you are only against pros, almost only. Maybe 10% of businessmen. In my game, is 90%. So my game has good value for the businessmen themselves, for my viewers, for me, and you know the success of a business of a successful business is usually when you serve a huge number of clients or you serve rich client, small number of rich client. In my case, one of my activities is Yo Viral's Game. We do that maybe 5 weeks a year, I would say. So maybe 40, 50 games a year streamed, and some of them are off stream because I have also a businessman that doesn't want to play on stream for whatever reason. They are famous, they are rich, or they are in. Some of the people are maybe in illegal business. I cannot know, but maybe they are. So they don't want to be on stream. I play poker with them. I have no business with them. I'm just playing against them.
Yeah.
So we play in casino and that's how it is. So next week, literally in 10 days, I have my game in Czech Republic in the biggest poker room in Europe. We're going to have 3 games on stream, 1 off stream, 10K minimum buy-in. And like last time there was some pot of 300,000. So one hand, 300,000 in one hand. So that can be crazy. Yeah.
Oh, man.
The owner of the casino himself played with us last time. You know what he did? That TikTok made me million view on YouTube Shorts, and 15 million view on TikTok. Not on mine, but on my friend TikTok. The owner of the casino in my game decided to call the security and say, because I told him in the middle of the game, can you show 1 million euro on the table? He said, sure. But he didn't put 1 million euro chips. He put 1 million euro in cash. So his security guy come with a blue bag. Maybe we can put it in the video. It's 1 minute long.
Let's pull it. We'll edit it in at this point.
Yeah,
we'll edit it in.
Ah oui, elle est déjà là.
Oh là 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 là.
Voilà.
Ah, dans un sac bleu.
Notable.
C'est impossible. Oh, là là. Oh my gosh.
Ouais.
Bah, j'ai perdu 100 € déjà. Attends, il y a combien là? C'est quoi chaque paquet?
Ah, alors, ça c'est 100 000, 200 000, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1 million.
Exact. Bravo Léon.
Vous gagnez 100 €.
Félicitations.
Il a ramené 1 million en cash, c'est des vrais billets. Hein. 1 million en cash dans son casino comme ça, là d'un coup en 1,27
He put 1 million euro on the. You're gonna find it easy. Your viral 1 million euro, and literally count the money in front of us, and that was crazy. The owner of the casino play with us because for him it's marketing.
Yeah,
he
hell
lost.
yeah, hell
He doesn't care. He just had fun in the game. Was very happy to have like those smart people around him and everything, and that. He's the most smart. He speaks 9 languages.
Damn.
He has 2 casinos, one in Prague, one in Rosvadov. He's like insanely smart, and he played good poker actually. And it was very, very nice to play with him. So this game brought me so good experience, so good vibe, and good networking. And good money. So
Damn.
it's a really good. I will continue that during the next. I can see myself during the next 30 years organizing this game. Yeah.
How do you organize things like that? Do you just email
Yeah.
or call the
WhatsApp.
casinos and you're like, hey, my name is Jovial. I want to do a little bit of a game in your place.
So poker is a small world. We know each other already.
Mhm.
Like casinos and me, because casino organized poker, we know, okay? Because we did vlogs before in their casino. We do so the connection with the casino I already have since long time because of the vlogs. Because for example, when I play tournaments, my team follow me and vlog me. So we had already authorization to film.
Mhm.
We had deals with them to promote them and everything. So now it's just the following of my previous actions. You know?
Yeah.
So it's very easy to connect with them for me. The biggest part of the job is to have many businessmen in your social networking. So I network with people all around the world and not only poker players. So I network with people that are in different industries. And you know, someone will tell me, "Oh, can my friend likes poker. He wants to join one of your game. Can he join?" And I check if I have a game coming soon, if there is a space, and if there is, because he's a friend of a friend, I introduce him. Okay, and then that's why I have like more than 250 players so far, I think, that play my game.
Nice.
And it's always minimum 10k buy-in, and it can go up to 100k buy-in.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
What made you go from? So I feel like you've always kind of felt the draw to games. You said earlier you were playing video games, then you did chess. What made you move to poker?
So the same story probably as many people. Like you just have one day, there is shitty weather outside. We are in vacation in that kind of villa with a swimming pool. Friends saying, "What should we do tonight?" Someone say, "Let's play poker." They teach you the rule very quick. You play €5 with everybody and you get hooked, you know?
Yeah.
You love it. I loved it directly. I even lost my €5 or my €10, but I loved it, you know? And I wanted to beat my friends. So I type on Google, poker strategy.
That's how it's
And I start learning, you know? And then we went to the casino the next day. And it was €100 and oh my God, that was a lot of money for me. I put those €100, bro. And I was the only of the group of friends that had the courage to do it. And I applied the strategy that I learned in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I managed to double my money, probably getting lucky, of course.
Yeah.
And then I left. And I made €100 profit. Next day, same shit. Next day, same shit. So 3 days in a row. And that was the end of the vacation. I made €300 in that
Nice.
vacation. My vacation was €300. Bro. I reformed my vacation. I was like, bro, maybe I'm made for this game. Of course, then I lost the next 3 months. I lost all what I had, and it was not a lot, maybe €3,000. That was all my saving from the birthdays, you know. When you are a child, the family give you a little €100 to help you when you will start in life. Lost everything in poker. Schlag. But then I made it back. I made it back in 6 months because I started reading my first book about poker. It was Kill Elki, dedicated Elki. You know Elki?
No.
From StarCraft. No? Don't remember that blonde guy that was crushing StarCraft?
Wait,
back in the
StarCraft
days?
1 or 2?
StarCraft 1, bro.
No, I only got in with 2.
Okay.
That's why.
So I start reading the book of Elki because he became one of the huge legends of poker.
Nice.
And
That's right. I heard of him.
Yeah, of
The
course,
pro
you know.
StarCraft player that then got into poker, started making a bunch of money. Yeah.
He was a poker star.
Shout
pro
out.
also. Shout out, Elki.
Do you know him personally?
Of course,
Let's get
he's
him on
my
the
good friend.
podcast,
He's gonna
man.
play in 3 weeks my
Dude,
game.
you should come on the podcast, man. I'd love to hear a StarCraft pro.
Yeah,
on the
he had
podcast.
the crazy six story. You remember that guy?
Yeah. Oh shit. Wait. That's
He's a
the
Vania guy. He was the best pro in Europe. He was one of the first pro gamer in Europe. Back in the days, only Asian was crushing.
Exactly. Only South Koreans.
And this
yeah,
guy managed to beat the best South Korean in Singapore in the final.
Dude, when
would
was
have
that?
read
Like
this-
2004 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took it. It was something like 2003 or 4, yeah. Damn, bro. And I was playing WCG, World Cyber Game in 2006, me. Not the worldwide, but the one, national one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But worldwide online, I was top 5 worldwide, but I finished like just bad in the competition, and then I just tilt. I say no more video games, no more, because like the deception of not finishing the game, kind of not finishing the competition. So I said no more. I did radio, completely random. I became a DJ speaker in radio.
Oh, no
so I
way.
used those microphones.
Oh,
3
that's
years
why. That's why. All right.
in Paris, and then I discovered poker, and then again my strategic thing, my thing came back, and I like, okay, this time, this game, I'm gonna finish it. I'm not gonna stop before I finish it, because I have too much frustration about not finishing chess, not finishing video game, not finishing magic cards, Warhammer. I never finish. I was always, and now did I finish poker? Still not. World Series of Poker bracelets.
Yeah.
I came 2 times second. So I was that close to get world champion.
Yeah.
2 times, 2019 and 2021.
Damn.
But I'm still trying,
Yeah.
2021, I finished second in World Series Europe for 800k euro. So one tournament. It's a 10k buy-in. We were 650 people.
Nice.
Finished second place, 790k. First place was 1.3 million and the bracelet. I came second. 2019, I came second. It was a 3k buy-in World Series in Las Vegas. I came second. First place was the bracelet and 190k or something, and I got 125. But those are the moments where I was very close to get the bracelet. So does bracelet means you finish the game? No, of course not, because many people have a bracelet. It's like in box. In poker, they have 60 bracelets per year. So maybe even more now. Maybe
So what
80.
do these bracelets do? It just
You are
looks
world
cool?
champion.
Okay.
It looks cool.
All right.
You are world champion because you won one of the official tournament bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't mean that you are one of the best. Doesn't mean anything. Some fish have bracelets. Even more than one.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because they got lucky, or
Yeah.
did they buy it on the off
They
market
buy
or something
in
like that?
no, they buy many tournaments, and one day they get lucky.
With, I mean, clearly there's more important games than others. When you say you were in the finals of the World Series and you came in second,
Yeah.
Do you remember the plays? Do you remember the cards? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
Or is it more like, I don't know,
Yeah, I remember almost everything.
you do? Damn.
Almost everything.
And I mean, I could guess that with a game as important as, whether or not you win, there's still such a huge factor of luck in there.
Yeah.
So it kind of, you correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of is basically like if you come in second or first, it's almost just based on luck.
Yeah.
So with these times where you got in second, honest answer, was it unlucky, or did the other guy actually beat you where you say, fuck, he had a shitty card and he just bluffed me out of it, or something like that?
So one time it was one guy made a sick bluff against me, and I think if I called that sick bluff, I would have win.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he was overall more lucky than me in that match. And one time it was completely unlucky. I couldn't beat the guy because the cards distribution.
Yeah.
But it can happen that you can outplay an opponent at a crucial point where that's gonna make the difference. And so it's a mix. It's not only luck. It's not only skill. It's a mix of both. So skill is still quite involved.
And I can imagine that that's what makes it so damn interesting.
Yeah.
That regardless of how good you are, there's still this random factor in
Yeah.
it. You cannot control it, right? It's like with just business, it's like if you're good, you're good. If you know how to write sales copy, it's going to convert. If you're a good closer,
Yeah.
it's going to convert. But with
there is
poker,
still
it's
a
like,
bit of luck in business, a bit.
sure, but
on the
definitely,
short run.
but definitely less than in poker.
Way less than in poker.
Right? So in poker, you're like, you can be the best, smartest guy ever. You can be in top form mentally, physically. But if you're unlucky, you're just unlucky.
However, you will not going to be unlucky
In the
all
long
the
run.
year. Even
Exactly.
in 1 year.
It's always just like you're just evening the odds out, and you just raising them above.
What is the most
certain
important is to make money at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
It's almost not the case that a professional poker player doesn't make profit at the end of the year. It's almost never happen.
Exactly.
Almost. It depends if you play tournament or cash game. Let's say in cash game, it doesn't happen. So in cash game, even in live, not the guy doesn't play any online, he will always make a profitable year. If he play 1,000 euro or 2,000 euro game where the buy-in is 1,000 or 2,000, so the blinds are like 5-10 in live, he will make around, a good professional will make around 80k, 100k profit per year,
Nice.
just playing 1,000 per game. So, and even if he's unlucky, so that's why there is hope, because when you see the statistic, you can see that it's always the same that makes the money.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're on one tournament or one game or 1 month, you end up being unlucky and losing money or whatever. Because at the end of the year, you will always make money, almost. Except if you play only tournaments. Tournaments can be long. You can sometimes be very unlucky during 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
But after 3 years, like everybody will get back the EV. So expecting
Expected
value.
value. Yeah.
So the expecting value, let's say, worst case scenario, you play only tournament, doesn't play online. You play live. That's the format where you can swing 2-3 years. You swing 2-3 years because you are unlucky as fuck.
Yeah.
The 4th years, you're going to win so big.
You win it all back.
Yeah. But that's only for one. It's still not healthy for me. I would say, like, I would encourage no one to play only live tournaments because that's unhealthy. If you can know that during 2-3 years, you're going to maybe lose money, then it's not healthy, you know?
Yeah.
Don't play that.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, play cash game live or play online. But don't play just live tournaments because those are like swingy as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
In one way, you can win 3 million in one. Like it happens. 2021, I won 3.3 million in 1 year
Nice.
in tournament. But I got extremely lucky. There are some other year where I lose 500k in 1 year in tournament in that format.
Yeah. So when you're in an upswing, when you say, okay, I made 3.3 million, you can probably calculate like how much above the actual expected value you are.
You can.
With that extra money that you have, do you basically say, okay, mathematically speaking, that money is going to be taken away from me in the next couple of years? Or do you say, fuck it, I'll spend it?
Very, very interesting question. No, you should think like you should think that this money will be taken away at some point.
Yeah.
Because you run above EV. However, many poker players, even pros, they made the mistake. They think they're gonna be rich like that all the time. However, I'm very different because I have like those activities. I have this coaching side, this training side.
That's
I have
smart.
investment, and then I'm not like the classical poker player that just need to rely on his winnings. So I can do whatever. If I want to spend them, I spend them. It doesn't matter for me. However, for those professional poker player, classic ones, it matters a lot. They need to be very, very careful because if they start playing bigger buy-ins now because they think, okay, that's my new bankroll, they don't have the level maybe for the bigger buy-ins, and also they don't have the bankroll for the new buy-ins. Maybe they go crazy and they go like, okay, I'm gonna play the 50Ks buy-in, because there is always a buy-in where you can go broke. Look, in December in Vegas, they're gonna be a $1 million dollar. So the buy-in is $1 million.
Damn.
It's a tournament.
Damn.
So you make the money only 15% of the time. 85% of the time you're not paid. You lose your 1 million.
Yeah.
15% of the time you get either the double of your money, or maybe first place will get maybe 10, 15 million.
Yeah.
But 50 player will play it. You finish 12th place, you get 0. You lose 1 million. I'm not gonna play this shit, bro.
So, actually, can you tell Lopez that I won't be able at the meeting because I'm at the podcast? I forgot to cancel the meeting. Here's my question. So, when you say, okay, you have these investments on the side, you have your business, so you don't rely on that. Was that in your plan from the get-go? Or was there a shitty situation where you lost money where you said, okay, I need to save myself. I need to, protect myself with other stuff. How did you make that switch to, okay, let me not only rely on the income from poker?
No, it was actually because of following guys like you for many years that I realized. So the first thing is I realized that I get bored I was getting bored just playing. I wanted more than that. So I start streaming on Twitch. You know Twitch, right?
Yeah.
I start streaming my game for free. I had no even thinking about a business. I didn't think about any business. I was just streaming the Sundays. Okay, Sunday, let's say there is bigger online tournaments. I was just showing my table with 4 minutes delay, and just people were watching that. They were loving it. At the beginning, I had like maybe 100 viewers simultaneous, nothing. Then I ended up having more than 1,000 viewers simultaneous. At some point, I had like 3,500, 4,000 simultaneous viewers. That's in one night, probably 50K unique views.
Nice.
Okay? I realized that with those people, with those viewers, I could have like a training site on the side. And have like money going automatically when I sleep, even if I make money when I exchange my time against money in poker. Because in poker, you exchange your time against money. Even if you make good money, you're still capped.
Yep.
Okay, you don't. It's rare to have players that makes more than 1 million or 2 million profit per year. It's capped. In business, it's not rare. In business, many people make more than 1 million per year. Okay. So then, what happened is, I thought totally about RSD and all the and you also. I thought about all those. You were one source of inspiration, I would say. Owen was one. You were one. Mystery back in the days was one. Since I was into games so much time, since so long, I thought, okay, those are selling page. Those are like sales page of online training courses. If I applied that to poker, I would have also sales page of online training courses, and I was legit on the game. I was already very deep in poker, very known in the industry. Had already a €1 million bankroll in front of me. So my first €1 million was already made and in front of me. So I made more than that. I was like, okay, why not? I launched that. I had people working for it, like that I paid. I had people from my community helping for free, literally like making like thumbnail or something. At the beginning, I didn't even think about making a business.
Yeah.
It's kind of, they ask me, can you teach us? Can you just show us how to do? And okay, why not? I have free time a bit, like I would do. And also it makes me alive, you know, it makes me feel alive at that moment. I speak with people again. I'm not in that little box where I'm just playing and be a nerd, you know, because it's not me. I like to speak. I'm like, I don't speak as much as Owen. No one does.
No one
Owen,
does.
dedicate.
Shout out to Owen.
Thumbs up. But I like to speak, and I was feeling alive when I was doing that. So that's why my business, that business was created 5 years after the beginning of my career. I start my career 2011, poker career. 2016, I start the website. 2015, I start streaming. So 16, I start the website. 15, I start streaming. And then, the website went well. It became the first French, because it's in French. Yeah. It's all for French client. Become the first French client. We had total 20,000 clients, paying client.
Beautiful.
120,000 email list, French-speaking poker players. 170K on YouTube. So, the same concept as, I apply the same concept as you apply for your business. But you are at a higher level for that,
It's so funny because there's so many parallels. It's almost scary. So first you said you started in 2011, and then the website was crushing in 2016. For me, it was the same for my first business. Started in 2011, just kind of coaching it for, like I said, for like 90, 150 euros a day. 2016, I made my first million with my first program, with my first digital program.
Natural.
The Natural, exactly. So that's the first one. It's funny. Then the second thing is you said like you just started streaming your games because you just wanted to share it. You didn't even have any thought about business. It was exactly the same for me. I was like, I just want to make cool videos, pass knowledge on, talk about the stuff. Because when I'm really passionate about something, I want to tell everyone about it. Like I would like tell my mom about like social dynamics. I'm like, there's this thing, it's amazing. So there's this thing called IOIs, and then you calibrate. And my mom's like, she's a psychotherapist. She's like, that's kind of what we learn in psychotherapy, you know? So it's like when I'm excited about something, I just want to talk to everyone about it because I love it. And that's how it started for me as well. I just wanted to make cool videos. And then, I started working as an assistant. And then big shout out also there to Owen and to Nick because they're like, okay, because and that was kind of really the cool, one of the real, now that I realize it in retrospection, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from Owen Cook, because a lot of people ask me about it, was he was, I think, the first guy that talked about making money that was not sleazy about it, that was not taking, right? He was always about giving. So all I knew back then was the broke hippie that is all about like, oh, give everything for free, kumbaya, and then the shark business guy, like, take money from everyone as much as possible. And then I meet Owen, and he was like, give fucking value, give without asking, but also let's make money. And I've never seen that combined in such a great way, where he said, okay, this guy makes money, but at the same time, he makes money by giving value. He makes money by really helping people and by really giving a shit about people. And you know, this whole concept that you've talked about of like just created awesome fucking value for people. RSD was one of the first concepts that really did that.
I agree.
I mean, if you look at RSD videos, even nowadays videos of Owen, they're so good. Where you're like, this could be a paid program with a paywall of $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and people would fucking pay it. But he gives it out for free. This whole concept, Alex Hormozi talks a lot about it in his books, where he says, give out your free content out, make it so good that it's better than most other people's paid content. That's RSD stuff. And you know, you could argue that RSD then also got it from Evan Pagan and so on and so forth. But they really spearheaded that, at least in the dating niche. So seeing that for the first time embodied was like, let's give a lot of value, let's do free tours.
They went very far, because free tour that cost a lot of money.
Insane.
So far to give that much value. I've
Literally.
even talk in free tour. They make Owen made me talk in Miami in English. I had to make a conference about like self-development, success, and everything. I was very happy. It was 2021 with Marcel. You know Marcel? Shout out Marcel.
Yeah.
You're right, because the fact that those guys give so much value for free and they are so good at it makes you understand that the business behind is legit, is real.
Exactly.
And that's so important. How many coach, and you know, because you're teaching coach, how many coach are just like pure fake? They didn't accomplish anything. They just showing result that doesn't exist.
Yep.
They don't give you value, and they manage to extract little money, but they will never become big because people realize there is nothing deep in that guy.
Yep.
This guy is just a coach.
Yep.
He's not actually making what he's coaching.
Exactly.
The difference with you and other coach in business is you did exactly what you were saying, what you're teaching people, you did it. And that's the most important, because you made the money through your program. So why not now teaching how to make the program? Because you made that money with the natural. This is proven. Everybody speak about that program. That was one of the most, I didn't see it, but I know it's one of the most epic program of the game. You know, like there is period of book, there was the game, the book, The Game, that was the best book. Mystery Method, let's say also. Those were the best book. Super good, nicely explained. Maybe David D'Angelo, W Dating. Period of video, these 10 years of video generation, the best program was probably yours. I think this is the most. I hear even poker players speaking about that program.
Wow.
Really, for real. In Malta, so many poker players live in Malta. I hear your name so many times.
That's amazing.
When they speak about RSD, they speak about you. They speak about Owen, of course, but they speak about you. And of course, shout out to all the coaches, because there are some really good ones out there. I like Julian a lot also.
Hell yeah.
Luke for another style also. And what I want to say is, like, the best person who can teach you something is someone that has made it for real in real life, that has proven it with free content all over the years, and now that release his program for whatever the amount is, but that release a program based on everything what he learned, you know? That's what RSD does, that's what you do, and that's why I like to speak and hang out with people like this and avoid, in vast majority, 80% of the coach, because in that industry there is so many fake, so many coach that actually did nothing in real life. They just managed to close people. Okay, they managed to close people, which is okay, but it's not enough.
They made money by teaching other people how to make money instead of making it first.
Yeah.
And that was always a big thing for me. Is like I wanted it to be a natural progression. And that natural progression, because a lot of people ask me, like, hey, what made you go from the dating advice to the business? And number one, I kind of felt like I wasn't people that I taught wasn't progressing as much anymore. Because with business, it's like we have people that come in they make no money, right? They're whatever, working in a restaurant, right? Then we help them make their first 10K, and then they say, what's next? And we're like, all right, well, do this. Now he's making 30K a month. And then he's like, what's next? Okay, now we help you hire people, make 50K a month. Okay, I've done it. I'm making 50K a month. And what do I do next? Well, let's make 100K a month. So there's no cap. You just keep growing. And in dating, it was kind of like, okay, I don't know how to talk to girls. Here's how to fix it. Thanks. I'm now talking to girls. I'm happy. Thanks. So you couldn't really progress as much. Sure, there was a bunch of people that got married, which is great. By the way, I never got invited to any wedding. God damn it. I'm like, hey, you're getting married here to the woman I helped you. Why am I not getting to the... I love weddings. But it's kind of capped. With business, you can really support your clients infinitely, right? Like, he started alone. Now he got like 20 employees. Now you're feeding all these families with this. That was really cool. But the other thing was, it was a natural progression for me, because I remember to this day, people would sign up for my dating program. One guy specifically, he was like 36 years old, a little bit older now. I'm 33 myself. He came into the program and he bought a one-on-one program with me. Back then it cost $24K, 6 months with me. Got my WhatsApp and everything, and I had my first one-on-one call with him, and I'm like, so, whatever, Jonathan, how are you doing? Let's talk about your dream woman. Let me help you find your dream woman. And he's like, oh, I met my dream woman. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm happily married. I just bought your dating program because I wanna learn how to do business. And that's where I'm like, huh. And then, more and more people started asking me, like, hey, I want to do this coaching. I've seen you build it. How are you doing it? And at that time, I was really hooked on business. I loved it. I loved the brand building aspect. I loved building a relationship with people. I loved building programs, giving value, expressing yourself, kind of like finding your voice when it came to posting. And that was way before Instagram Reels or any of that. It was literally just like how to make videos and on YouTube, and how to build your brand, and what to post on Facebook. So I was really hooked onto that. And then I was like, I think I could do that. I think I can really do that. And then back then, my mentors, have to give a shout out to my old mentors as well. I was like, I think I can do it, but I'm not sure if I'm good enough. And my mentors were like, hey, let's build this together. We're going to help you. We're going to do 50-50. German mentors, great guys. And I'm like, and they were like proposing me all these things that we're going to do. And then they're like, okay, the next month we're going to start selling. And I'm like, whoa. I don't think I can do this, man. I'm not Grant Cardone, I'm not Gary Vee or whatever. And then they're like, I'll never forget this. They're like, but you're Max fucking Tornow, man. You've built your whole brand. Like, you've made millions. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm kind of right. And they're like, hey, you can fucking do this. So we started doing it, and it was cool because in the first month we made, I think, 2/3 or 1/2 of what I back then made for the existing dating brand, and then the second month we made more. Like, instantly, crazy. It was crazy. It started picking up very, very well. Of course, it evened out because I launched a new thing, and then all my followers, they got on that. We scaled very, very quickly, and then of course it started evening out once the initial spike of the launch, quote unquote, was over. But it was great, and what I really appreciated too was, I think the first year or two, 1.5, 2 years, it was all people that knew me from my brand.
Yeah.
Which was really beautiful on one hand, because you're like, wow, I have such a strong brand that even though I'm not doing the dating stuff anymore, people still come to me. And then what started happening is it started tilting that people only knew me from the business stuff.
Wow.
And then they were like, and that was really beautiful as well.
Yeah, because you were thinking, okay, I'm building a new thing now.
Exactly. And I'm like, it showed me that I'm not a one-hit wonder.
No.
They were like, oh yeah, I never knew you did the dating thing. They're like, wait, what? You coached what? Dating advice? Do people pay for that? They don't even know. Like 50-year-old women,
Nice.
like they're, hey, this Max Tornow guy, he's a little eccentric with his tattoos. They have no idea that I did the dating stuff in the beginning. So it's standing on its own.
In percentage nowadays, what do you think it is? People who knew you from the dating period and people between your new clients in percentage?
Nowadays, 50-50? No, 90% don't know me from dating. 10% know me. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
we've
completely closed everyone that has ever known me from dating. Every now and then we still get someone in. It's like, oh yeah, knows you from RSD. But most people are like, I saw your ad, and they all say the same. They're like, I saw, because we always ask them, of course, like, what made you click on the ad? What made you resonate with this? And they all say the same. They all say, at first I thought it's just some other make money online guy, but somehow you seem genuine. And I still don't quite know what it is. If it's just a way of me talking into the camera because I've done it for so many years that I can pretty naturally talk to the camera, or it's the fact that I have weird tattoos. You know, they're like, oh, this guy has weird tattoos. He's more
it's your personality, the way you speak. I think what you learn compared to those other make money coach is it's something unique that they don't have because you learn game. You mean you are one of the best in the world at game. So what does it mean then when you speak to a camera? You're seducing way more than other people. So for sure, you are way better public speaker than someone else. And public speaking is a big part of converting.
Yeah.
Also, if you are the coach that will help your clients to convert more because they will speak better, who is doing that in Make Money? No one, because the people in Make Money just teach you the algorithm, the click funnel, and the blah blah blah.
True.
But you will go way beyond that because you will explain the personal branding at a real level where you are the personal branding out of the Make Money and where you have a public speaking quality out of the Make Money. And when you close many women in your life, so you close now many clients also. So you are teaching something way more interesting. And more than that, I think also the clients, the people who are coached in one area and now wants to switch in another area. Let's say people who are coaching dating or they are coaching sport, gym, and they want to now coach Make Money. Opposite, people who are coaching Make Money and they want now to coach gym because fuck it, I'm done with Make Money. There is so many people on this market, blah blah blah. I'm gonna be a gym coach because now I'm passionate about gym. I'm going to gym for 5 years. I know everything about gym, blah blah blah. I want to coach gym. Okay, so they will want to transition and they have a community of Make Money, but they want to have now a community of gym. So someone like you will understand that because you made a transition between dating to Make Money. It's completely like opposite things. Like dating people are not interested in making online businesses. Okay, they are interested in closing girls. That's it. So you made that transition and you managed to be successful. 90% you say of your clients are now from the Make Money community. That's impressed me. Then you can teach to other people that thing. So that's also a unique part that you have, plus the personal branding, the way you speak and everything, plus the history, the fact, and I like the fact that you still speak sometimes, and now we speak a lot about that, but you still on your own videos, because I watch, speak about RSD and speak, because you never remove that thing from your life. You never say like, okay, this is my past, I'm not gonna speak anymore about that, those are the people I was working with before. No, shoot out to that. I'm like, I come from there, I know where I come from, and it doesn't accomplish in direct way anything for your business, for your new business, but you stay normal, you stay human, and that's where people will stick with you instead of other coach, because you stay human, you have a legacy kind of, and you speak about that legacy chill, easily. And when I speak about my past, about chess or video games, it's the same, it was my past, but I speak about it. If I speak about game in my video, it happens. Sometimes I speak about game. People like it. At some point, I was posting picture like a bit like Dan Bilzerian style, because actually that was my life. So my life was to live. During COVID, there was no poker anymore. So what I did, I was going to Serbia, renting houses, bunch of girlfriends in it. What can I do? We were taking picture. Like, I mean, we were partying. There was always someone taking picture, and I had like so many pictures like that. And actually, I had like some haters for that, but I had also some people really liking it and trying to know what is the relation with poker. There is no relation, bro. I'm not trying to make you think there is a relation. I'm not even trying to sell you one program or something. I'm just trying to show you who I am in life, and that's what I'm doing now. There is no tournament. I can only show you what I'm doing, and it doesn't matter. I don't need to hide that I'm just having fun and partying with girls. Why I should hide? Because I'm a poker player, I need to be more like geek, solving, blah, blah, blah. No, I can just be who I am.
That's the beauty that you come from that mindset, because many people don't.
Yeah.
And I've had to make that decision many times on a micro level myself. Could I make more money if I didn't have tattoos? Probably, yeah, because I would just look more conservative.
Yeah.
Right? Could I make more money if I wouldn't swear? Probably, yeah, right, because the algorithm doesn't like it when I swear. I still do it anyways. And it's almost like a swing. It's like a seesaw swing. It's like I could make more money, but it would decrease my freedom and therefore also the quality of my life. So I could make significantly less money if I just go absolutely crazy, right? Like, I'm just going to get drunk and stream while I'm getting drunk. I don't even like alcohol, but the whole idea is like, I'm like, at some point, making the money is not worth the loss of freedom that I have. So I rather speak about stupid things like playing video games or giving shout outs to RSD because, yeah, maybe it makes me less money, but at the same time, it would decrease the quality of my life if I couldn't do it. And ultimately, why would I put making money on a higher pedestal than the quality of my own fucking life, right? Just like the Fight Club saying goes, like the things you own end up owning you. So that's also why when the war happened in Kiev and I lived in Kiev back then, it really triggered something in my brain where I said, I don't want to own many things anymore. I have 2 suitcases that I travel the world with. There's all my clothing, all my gym, all my supplements, all my gym clothes, 2 pairs of shoes, 2-3 belts, my PS5, a pillow. I have a proper what is it called? Like a pillow with memory foam where I sleep really well on, nice. And a pan, a ceramic pan to cook my steaks in. That's all I really have. I have, on top of that, I have like investments and stuff like that, but I don't own a lot of stupid things because when the war in Kiev started, and my apartment, I still had all my things in my apartment. I had Gucci belts, Louis Vuitton shoes, like thousands of euros of random shit, T-shirts, pants, like all these nice things that I just accumulated. I mean, I bought like PC, gaming consoles. I played fucking once, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just get back to work on my freaking laptop. And then when the war happened and I couldn't access my apartment anymore, after 6 months, for the first time, I thought back about all the things I bought. Like, oh, hey, I had a Gucci belt. Where is this? Oh, it's in my apartment. I didn't even miss it. I had never even freaking thought about it in months. And that's what I really realized is like, so why did I buy it in the first place? If I don't need it to live, if I don't get more value out of it, why the fuck would I even have it? And it's very similar to because you said like, okay, I give shout outs to RSD and all that jazz. Is like, yeah, why not? Like, I love talking openly about what I did. I love talking openly about the very things that brought me where I am right now. And to be fair too, I had to grow into this. When I made the cut from getting out of dating, leaving RSD, and just going all in on the business, there was a period of time where I did not mention that. Because I feel like I had to make a clean cut and get away from it. Because I didn't want to build something with the help of the other. I didn't want to rely on my brand. I wanted to say, this is the clean cut now. This is what I do. And if you don't know me from before, I still want you to be able to trust me, to see my abilities, and to be able to see what I can really do. So I didn't want to rely too much on that at first. So I had to make that clean cut. But then over time, as months passed by, I'm like, this is still part of me. The lessons that I learned from Owen, from Julian, from Jeffy, from Todd, from Alex, from all the cool guys at RSD, they're still real lessons. And I always wanted to be fair with things. It's like when I learn something from someone and when someone helped me get somewhere, I want to tell people that. Because I don't believe in taking. I don't believe in not sharing. So the older I get, the more I also realize how much I really learned from Owen, from my experience as an RSD instructor, because there were so many fucking valuable lessons that only now, retrospectively, I really realize. And that's where I kind of shifted my goal from I want to get away from it, I want to make a clean cut, to I want to get back to it, I want to go full circle and now give back and tell people that now know me only from the business stuff, where I'm saying, hey guys, there's this world out there of crazy public speakers, Julian, Owen, Jeffy, Madison, all these guys, Luke as well. Those guys are fucking amazing. They're a little bit unconventional, right? They're a little bit less politically correct, so to speak. They're crazy. I mean, their videos are amazing, right? They're like, Owen is screaming into the videos. I'm like, go
best
watch
video
it.
For a coach on YouTube
100%.
ever. I think I didn't see high quality content like that from any
Never.
coach in any
Nowhere.
industry. No one.
It's incredible.
It's
and
a product, like everything, the image, the background, the way he speaks,
good.
the details of what he speaks about, the concepts.
so good.
It's
Go
just
watch it.
Owen. Just go watch
Go
Owen cook.
watch him. We're gonna link him. Like
We need to shoot out our friend because he's
100%.
the boss.
And the crazy thing is, like, I'm just one, you're just one out of millions of other people. Like, there's so many people that watched RSD in their fucking 20s.
Yeah.
Just like, this is how to get girls, approach the girls. They're now making fucking 7-8 figures a year. They're company owners. They're influencers. And you know what the craziest thing is? Owen predicted that. When I was his bumfuck assistant back in 2012, 2013, I heard him say all the time, he's like, here's what's up, guys. My goal with RSD, okay? Just follow me with this, all right? My goal with RSD is all these guys right now, all these 20-year-olds, they all just want to get laid, okay? Just hear me out. In 10 years, all these guys will be running 7-figure, 8-figure businesses. They're all going to want to learn about business. And that's where they're going to be. And that's the legacy that I'm going to leave behind, okay? That's how he said it. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, crazy, you know? And now I'm like,
He was right.
It's exactly
He
true.
was right.
It literally 10 fucking years later,
Those are
there's
the
all
legends.
these guys like you, like so many others, that are crushing it in life because they all just started with this is how to get girls. Right? I mean, Eckhart Tolle. I don't even want to. You know Eckhart Tolle, right?
Of course,
I don't
bought
even
the
want
book.
to.
Everybody bought the book.
How much money did Eckhart Tolle make just from
Because of you.
RSD?
I think he should thank you guys. Like
Shout out to Eckhart
Eckhart Tolle. Bro,
Like,
even me, I bought the book. I never finish it. I read maybe 30%.
Like, I'm just imagining an Eckhart Tolle seminar, right? 50% regular people, you know, like housewives. 50% just
RSD
pick-up
guys.
you know, they're like, and Eckhart Tolle is like, I wonder where all these young folks are coming from. It's all just shout outs from RSD, you know?
That's so crazy. Side business.
Side
Where is the affiliate link? You didn't even do the affiliate link, guys. You should. You vomitate on many thousands of euros.
and that's the beauty about this. So yeah, definitely big shout out to the OGs.
To Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
to Mystery also.
to,
because
to everyone.
Yeah, to everyone.
I wouldn't be where I am right now, and I am part of this generation that is now making 7-8 figures. We're not at 8 figures a year yet, but we're getting there.
Wow.
Because of this whole idea of like work on yourself, read books, fucking cold showers, you know, like draw state from within. I mean, draw state from within, right? Like that used to be a concept that they used to teach. And
What is the concept?
drawing your state from within. So it's like when you walk up to a girl, instead of being permission seeking and hoping that she will give you a good reaction, be happy from yourself, right? Don't be permission seeking. Don't be like, hey, do you like me? Yes, I'm happy. No, oh, I'm sad. No, it's like draw your freaking state from within. You know how important that is with fucking business? Where we come off the back of a bad, shitty fucking week. We just had a really bad week. One of our closers, our main closers, got sick, horribly sick. Had to go to the hospital and all that. God bless, he's fine now. But that's a week of money that is not being made, right? So you're coming off the back of that, and you're like, okay, day 1, we're 10K behind projections. Day 2, we're 25K behind projections. Day 5, we're about 50K cash collected behind projections, right? That just like you said, like, oh, I'm 40K behind now because I'm 40K lost from the tournament. Drawing state from within, the concept that I learned as a 20-year-old when I'm out there talking to girls, that is helping me now 13 years later when I have a bad week of just saying, it is what it is. I can still have a good time. I can still draw happiness from within, regardless of whether the business is crushing right now or not. And like you said, too, is like, you know, the closer's back now. He has a bunch of follow-up and stuff, so he's going to make that money back in. But what's important is that the quality of my life does not get diminished in that 1 week where things are not going well. And I'm failing at that. I think everybody does. There are moments where you're freaking out. There are moments where you're like, fuck, I just lost that money. That sucks. I could have bought this, could have done that. My year projection is now set back for half a week and all that shit.
Okay. One new good piece of advice for your followers who are into online businesses. How they can get very good closers. What is the best way for them to get in their team very good closers?
Here's the thing. Number 1, always be hiring. Like the biggest mistake that I see with my advanced clients.
Stop hiring.
Exactly. They're always like, oh, I need a closer now. Let me hire the closer. Oh, now the closer is taken. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Closer leaves. Now they need another month or 2 till they find a good one. What I do is I always interview people. When people message me, hey, are you guys looking for a closer? I'm like, no, but I'm always interviewing. And if you're good, I'm like, I don't care. I'll hire you. I'll find the leads for you. If you're really good, if you knock me off my socks, and here's the key point. Because I don't look at getting the position covered, I only take the top 1% guys. Because if I'm like, fuck, I need a closer. Oh, yeah, you're good enough. Come in, let's go. Right?
Abundance.
Exactly. But if I have the abundance, I'm like, I don't need you. But holy shit, in an interview, you're really amazing. You come in my fucking company. We're going to get you the leads. Fuck it. Go crush. So now I'm already hiring only top players. The other thing is, take your time. Slow to hire, quick to fire. We have 3 interviews minimum per closer or setter that we hire before we give them the offer that they work in our company. Interview number 1 is a mock call, basically a role play where he has to close me. Then I give him feedback and I'm like, okay, here's what you did well, here's what I want you to do better next time. Interview number 2 is with another closer in my company with another role play where he specifically sees, has the candidate implemented the feedback that Max gave him? Because I don't really care I do care a lot about whether or not they can close, but what I care even more about is, can they implement the feedback that we're giving them? Because we turn every one of our closers into top closers. If you're an 8 coming into a company, we make you an 11. If you're 6 coming into a company, we make you into an 11, but it's just going to take a little longer. So we make sure that you can implement the feedback. Because if you can't implement feedback, if you just nod there and say, yes, okay, I'll do better next time, and then you don't, it's just costing you money, it's costing me money, it's costing everybody time. And then the third interview is literally just where we look at, like, what did you do the past year? Why did you leave that company? If you're that good at closing, why didn't you make it work? Oh, they didn't give you enough leads. Well, what did you do to make more leads? Did you do outbound calls? Like, we just look at the overall culture fit, and if they have the mindset. And that's like, people might watch this now and they're like, oh, you do much work. 3 interviews, always be hiring. I don't have time for that. You know what? You don't have time for shitty closers. That's what's up. And ultimately, yeah, it might take longer to find someone really good, but it takes much longer to deal with shitty closers, and it costs you way more money.
Sure.
Yeah. My man, yo. We got 5 more minutes till we got to get out of here. What's next for you? What's your plan?
Because I have a flight. I could stay 5 hours with Max. I just have a flight, so we have no choice.
We'll catch up, man. We'll catch up somewhere in Europe.
Yeah. Oh, somewhere in Europe for sure.
Or in the States or wherever the hell we
are.
Yeah,
you go in America sometimes. I don't see you often
maybe
in
next
America.
year, man. I want to live in Hawaii for a couple months with my girlfriend. It's a beautiful place.
I've never been. It's not far from Vegas.
Actually. I mean, you're hanging out with Owen all the time. Go with him.
Yeah, he loves to go
He's
Hawaii.
one of the best tour guides for Hawaii.
He told me one day.
Yeah.
He's the best tour guide for many. Yes. Oh no, you gotta get national parks.
Yeah. You gotta go to Nepali Coast. Nepali Coast.
Last year it was his thing was the ski resort.
Oh yeah.
all the ski resorts. Like this ski resort. I went in one with him. Which was really nice actually, because I didn't know. You know, we are from the Alps, you and me.
Yeah.
We think the ski is only in the Alps.
That's exactly
right?
what we think.
There is no ski in another place of the world, right? It's all shitty place, right? And I went then in America, and I thought it would be shitty, you know? But I said, okay, Owen, I give you a chance. It was actually nice. It was actually really nice. They do have really nice mountain and really nice ski resort. It's not all about the Alps, guys. Just saying.
100%.
You do snowboard also.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
hey, we should go heli skiing.
Yeah.
Have you ever done heli skiing?
No, it's like they drop you with the
drop
helicopter.
you out with a fucking helicopter.
I cannot come.
Come on, man.
I fear too much. I will be bad for you because I will slow you down.
Man.
We can go on the real, just on the real.
All right, let's do
slopes,
that.
I can go.
And then I
everywhere.
get you in a helicopter. We just work ourselves up.
I have so many friends that propose me that thing.
Yeah.
Not so many makes 3. At least I keep folding every year. They go like, no, but there will be this guy. This guy is a specialist. You will have all the equipment.
Yeah.
It's not. Nah, bro, leave it. I fear too much. There is like something going
on.
The
avalanche.
Yes,
so you're less scared about the helicopter, more about the avalanche.
Also helicopter. I fear helicopters in general. So I also think helicopters are like. I don't fear planes. I fear helicopters. There's very, very different.
They're different. Helicopters can
way more dangerous.
There's a lot of those that crash, man.
Yeah, bro. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, gone.
Not many people gone with helicopter. No, yeah, but snowboard, I think your level is way above mine. However, I can go in black slopes, no problem, and everything.
Okay. That's good.
But if we have a good group of people,
hell yeah,
we go with some of our girlfriends also. It can be a good vacation.
I'm down. Let's make it happen, man.
In the Alps, yeah.
Hell yeah. So what's next for you? So you're flying out to Belgrade?
Yeah, flying to Belgrade. Many friends there. It's a great place. I have good time there. It's amazing.
And then after that?
After that, I go to Czech Republic for organizing
for
my
the
game.
thing, yeah.
And then after that, I go to Las Vegas for a month and a half. and
New
a
Year's,
bit LA.
Christmas,
New
New
Year's
Year's,
Eve,
all
yeah.
that jazz. Yeah.
Playing those tournaments. There is World Poker Tour in Las Vegas. I'm gonna play that.
Nice.
Next year I'm moving fully to Dubai. I mean not fully, but for the winter times in Dubai, summer times Malta and
nice.
the rest. Yeah, but Dubai winter time is really good because it's not far from Europe and it's a really good quality weather, quality life, secure life. You've been in Dubai?
Yep.
You liked it?
First time earlier this year.
Yeah.
We shot a vlog there. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Huh?
Yeah.
It's a really good place. It evolved in the right way, in the right direction, in my opinion. So I'm investing there.
Nice.
And yeah, that's real estate time now for me.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, man, it's been a pleasure to have you on the pod. Let's do it again. Let's keep crushing.
Let's
stay
do
in
it
touch.
again. I think I'm going to have my podcast channel on YouTube soon.
Sick.
I will interview you on my YouTube
Love to.
podcast for sure. It's going to be in English. Yeah, for now, it's just my... just what I told you.
Hell yeah. Where can people find you? Instagram, Yoviral.
Yoviral on Instagram, my main social media.
That's
Till I didn't quit.
YOHVIRL.
YOHVIRAL, guys. Posting story every day, making good numbers.
Yes,
I think you will like my daily life around the world. A lot of lifestyle thing, lot of just natural things about luxury life, let's say, because it's a luxury life to live in 5-star hotel and casinos.
Oh, yes.
So that's my life.
I watch your stories and they're balling. So, ladies and gentlemen, follow Yoviral, check him out, and
Instagram, I think.
Instagram for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, we're gonna link everything down below. If you want to learn poker, what was the website again?
If you are French speaking and want to learn poker, pokerpro.fr.
Pokerpro.fr, c'est très bien.
Yeah,
Très
das ist
bien.
sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Sehr gut.
Sehr gut. Ah,
There you go, perfect.
das ist mein Alarm für ich fahre nach Belgrad.
Yes.
Flugzeug.
Flugzeug, fliegen mit dem Flugzeug.
Ich fahre mit dem Flugzeug, Dativ.
Dative, man.
Dativ,
my man.
bro.
Thanks for watching.
Mit
Let's crush.
Mit dem Max Tornow.
Ja.
Doch, ist die erste Coach.
Geil, man.
Mon opinion, c'est ça. He liked it.
Alright, let's get
Ciao,
out
bro.
of here. Let's get out
Subscribe
of
to his channel. Please.
GG.
Please.